Greetings. Welcome to this edition of KnightVision. We're back with KVI KnightVision News for this first newscast of 2021 KnightVision.
Bringing the kingdom together. This is KnightVision News.
Thank you for joining us. With the spring semester well underway, there is a lot to learn here on campus, with the return of face-to-face classes for some students. It has been a bumpy road, but we as Knights know how to overcome and adapt to any situation. Our school's principal, Mr. Enrique Herrera, has the following state of the school for us.
We welcome back our Knights on Monday, February 1st, and we had projected 350 Knights back on campus, and our number as of today is it's 111. And we did have orientation with our students and our families, and we showed them all the safety protocols, the one-way halls, the closed campus, and to our surprise, only 111 showed up, and they still have this week. We did speak with families, and we've been speaking to them this entire week of use this week as a gauge, as a pilot, to see if it's something that works for your son and daughter. And so we've been getting phone calls both ways. Some families want to send their kids back to school, and some have decided to go back and continue to learn remote. But that's a decision that the families have to continue to make on their own. But the 111 students that we do have here are excited. It's nice to have them in our halls. Our teachers are excited to have them in their classroom. So it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling having them here on campus, and we're excited for them to be here. But we're going to be gauging it this week, and it could be that our numbers might increase a little bit, or they might decrease. But it's all based on the family's decision of what works best for them at this time. I think our families need to keep in mind that we're still very fluid. The option to stay at home is still available to all of our families from here till June 11th, which is our final day. So at semester, or at the 9 weeks, which is right before spring break, families that want to change their mind, whether come back to school or go remote again, they'll have that opportunity. So we just want to stay consistent on every 9 weeks. What will be changing for the fourth 9 weeks will be on Fridays. Right now we have half days. We have A days and B days, and then the second part is asynchronous. What will happen in the second in the fourth 9 weeks will be is that we'll be having all 8 periods, all 5 days. So that's a change that's going to be happening for sure for the fourth 9 weeks, if not sooner. But as of right now, we have the A-B schedule on Fridays. Those students that are on campus on the second half of the day, they'll go to a hub-like setting where lunch will still be provided to them, but it'll be asynchronous where a teacher will not be there with them. They'll continue to do assignments for the second half of the day, but there will come a time, whether it's before we close out this 9 weeks, but for sure for the fourth 9 weeks, where Monday through Friday, we will be in all 8 periods all day long, all week. Attendance, we continue to make great strides. We have a new team lead, Ms. Yvette Rowland, that came to us from within the district. So she's going to be our lead attendance specialist in there. We have a team of 4 great ladies that are doing a great job, that are calling home and making sure that your child is doing okay when they have those absences, and to do follow-ups. If there's a couple of absences that have already taken place, they want to find out what's going on, and if we could provide any support at that time. But attendance is doing great. We are 0.05 away still from the next high school, so we are gaining. We're doing a great job. We're about to hit district average again, and going back to it, thank you parents, thank you Knights for keeping attendance a high priority. But once we've passed these 3 high schools, then we want to pass the next 3 high schools, and we want to be in the top 3 from that point forward. We want to have attendance that is 95% better every single day. So once again, a shout out to our seniors doing a great job, and our freshmen. I think next time we give an update on attendance, I think our freshmen might take our seniors. So that's a challenge to all of our seniors to make sure that we stay at the top of the hill and have great attendance. Sophomores and juniors, we've got some work, but we know that you guys can do it, and make sure that your attendance, you keep it a priority.
All right.
and we want to make sure that we recognize you on social media. Follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we are on Facebook. Make sure that you follow us. And also, recommendation to all of our families, please download the Isleta ISD app. It's information, weekly information that we provide to you. So if you go to your app store, you can download the Isleta ISD app, download it, and follow Hanks High School. Thank you.
If you want to check out a book from the library, or if you're having trouble with your Chromebook, even though the library will remain closed to students, they will be able to check out books again. The process will take longer, but they will be able to keep the books for a longer period of time.
So students that are here on campus can click on the link and the books will be delivered to their second period classroom. But because of ALA guidelines, we have to wait at least 72 hours for students to take the books home. So technically, the days when students will be able to take books home will be on Mondays. If students are not here on campus but would like to request a book, they can fill out the same form and we can schedule a pickup, again, following the same guidelines. If you're having trouble with your Chromebooks, you can go ahead and go to the library's Google Classroom page and contact us there, or you can send me an email or give us a phone call so we can determine what the issue is and see if you have to come in and we exchange your Chromebook. Just as a reminder, when students come in, we do everything through the door, so students do not have to come in, inside the library, and face masks are required. The week of Valentine's Day, I will be sharing a little game with faculty, staff, and students to see if they can guess the book based on the cover and on the first line of the book. So you can stay tuned on social media and Google Classroom for a chance to participate in this activity, since this year we will not be able to do blind date with the book.
Our special education floorball team is going to the World Special Olympics in Kazan, Russia in 2022. You heard right, Russia. Our athletes have earned a spot in this international level and are in need of your support. It will take a lot of funds to get our athletes to this world stage, so our special education department is coordinating various fundraising activities such as a yard sale right here on campus.
Right, so we're doing a garage sale, and this is just to raise funds for our floorball team, who is going to go out to Kazan, Russia, to represent Team USA. So not only, the school, the city, the state, but also on a national level. In Russia next year in January, we're going to be competing for gold in the Olympics. The Special Olympics 2022, we're really going to Kazan, Russia. This is where, we're on a high level. This is the highest level any athlete can go to. Of course, we're striving for that gold. Different, it's going to be a huge culture shock going from somewhere where it's dry heat, and now we're going somewhere where it's going to be freezing cold. The kids are excited. Of course, these kids, since we don't get exposed a lot to snow, they do always look forward to something like that. It's constant, but it's going to be a blizzard. It's going to be very, very different, but it's going to be something that they actually are getting excited for. The more and more that we get closer to it, the more that they realize they're making that connection that we're really going and doing something special. Right, that's going to be hosted here next month. We're still taking in donations, so things that you guys can bring, is like furniture, clothing, shoes, appliances like washers and dryers. Those type of things we are accepting, and it's just for the betterment. All proceeds will go to the floorball team, just to make sure that they have all the money and preparation that we need, and to make sure that these kids have a memorable experience in Russia once we go. Right, so we're calling out for the community to come help out and come show their support to help these kids out going into Russia for the floorball and represent the world and represent not only El Paso but also the United States at the Olympic level, which has never been done before, especially with a group of high school kids alone, right? With these student athletes, they're wonderful kids. They work extremely hard, and we're just asking for help. We take every single thing. Nothing will get turned away, right? So we just ask for your help and donations, and we hope to see you guys there at the yard sale.
KnightVision will be right back.
Because attendance matters.
Because attendance matters.
Because attendance matters.
Because attendance matters.
Be online.
Be online.
Be on time. Be on time.
Be on time.
Be on time.
Be on time.
Be on time.
Be on point.
Be on point.
Be on point.
Be on point.
Be on point. Because attendance matters.
Knights, we're all in this together.
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 Great attendance allows us to receive all of the funds needed to provide you
The best services. The best services.
The best services.
the best services.
Funds that provide school equipment.
And campus upgrade.
Funds that keep us the kingdom of champions.
The kingdom of champions.
The kingdom of champions. The kingdom of champions.
The kingdom of champions.
Online.
On time.
On point.
Attendance matters.
Every day. Every day.
All day.
Congrats to the following students on being selected for the Texas All-State Band and Jazz Bands this school year. Miguel Hernandez, tenor sax; Bridget Hernandez, flute; Caleb Carlos, tenor sax; Demetrius Thornton, bass trombone; Andrew Briones, tenor trombone; and Edward Martinez, trumpet. Keep up the good work. We're very proud of you. The speech and debate team has without a doubt felt the pressure and challenges of pandemic situations, but nevertheless, they have remained strong and are doing well with their activities.
Well, with COVID-19, speech and debate has kind of, the circuit has been a little different than what we're used to, but we're making it work. The students are still working hard at home, recording for the most part their pieces, their events, and doing, events live. But we have our big competition coming up, which is UIL. UIL is the one that we always shoot for. We want to get first. And in that, we have different events such as oral interpretation, persuasive informative speaking, and what we call LD debate. We actually did Congress debate last semester, and we had one of our students place 8th overall, which was great. We were very proud of her. But yes, UIL is March 26th and 27th. So if anyone's interested, they can come talk to me because we still have spots available for some of the events. I feel like speech is so valuable to students' lives, and I don't think they realize it till they graduate. It's when they get out, to the real world where they're faced with interviews and, becoming managers and, bosses of their companies, they start to realize how important communication is and being able to express yourself and to be able to communicate with other people, because that's what, at the end of the day, customer service is about.
I like this club because it's really brought me out of my shell, along with others, but specifically this one because it's taught me how to talk properly in front of people, and we're all very close since we have to spend so much time with each other. Since we spend so much time together, we end up becoming closer and kind of like a family, and it's just a very good community.
I think speech in general is very important because we need to have communication skills, and we need to be able to give presentations and be able to talk in front of people when we get older, because it's just a part it's just a part of life, and it's a part of resources and being able to live and grow as a person.
I like speech and debate because it pushes you, whether it be time management for finding pieces or setting up your cases for every round that you're in. You also are forced to do things that you don't think that you would. If you're in debate, you somehow get pushed to do interp events, or if you're in interp, people are always trying to encourage you to talk in debate rounds. And I feel like that also helps your character as a whole, and you become very well-rounded. I prepare for this by looking up pieces, checking out books, buying books continuously, looking online, making sure that the authors are credible, and making sure that each piece fits one another so that when I do cut it all together, it makes a simple story without having to be so jagged and rough.
Not only the competitions, but just getting to bond with your team and creating a big family that you're always around. So my bad. I think speech is important in general because not only is it just something to do in high school, but presenting and talking in front of crowds is something that you're gonna need in life, and it's a good life skill to have, whether it's gonna be for an interview that you need in the future, but it's a good skill to have. What part I do in competitions is I do the speech portion. So the events that I've competed in is DI, POI, poetry, and info. And what they are is basically just getting a piece and memorizing it and blocking it and presenting it like a monologue and having to be in character.
I think that speech is very, very important because it teaches you many life skills. A lot of times, even at a job interview, let's say, all you're really doing is putting on the part of the most confident person you can be. You're selling yourself to this employer, and I think the skills of talking with confidence, talking with purpose, talking with passion can really help to bring out those skills that you will need later in life, whether that be for job interviews, whether you do end up becoming a politician or whatever, and you have to give speeches, whether you just have to present something for your boss. The skills that you will learn in speech and debate are very important.
Night Vision will be right back.
Today in sports, our Lady Knights have had an amazing season and are now looking forward to a district playoffs. With last-minute changes, they had to cancel their senior night game on Tuesday, but are on standby for their next game. We want to wish them well and hope they become our next district champions. On that same note, the boys' JV and varsity basketball teams played tonight against Bel Air here at home. The games are scheduled at 5:30 for JV and 7 o'clock for varsity. As always, Night Vision will have the game right here on KVN Night Vision News live on YouTube. In boys soccer, Coach Kapusik tells us how the team season is going.
Well, currently we're 4 games into district. We're 2-2. We lost to two tough, to a tough Del Valle and Bel Air teams, but we played well against Isleta, ended up winning, and also we ended up winning against Horizon. So now we're 2-2, sitting, trying to push for that 3rd and 4th spot in playoffs. As long as we can go ahead and compete and match up with likes of El Dorado, Parkland, Isleta. If we beat those teams, I think we'll be sitting well at the end of the season.
Our swim team is also doing well. At the district meet, the girls team placed and the boys, ready for this, became the district champions.
Our swim team is doing great right now. Just finished district. Our boys actually took title home. They are district champions, which is awesome because they hadn't won that title since the 2017-2018 season. Our girls actually finished 3rd in district, which is super awesome, and I'm very, very proud of them. So we're on our way to regionals this week.
Night Vision will be right back.
The proper way to put on a mask is by the ear loops. These are the ways to not wear your mask. Do not wear it like an earring, like a beard, just covering your mouth, just covering your nose, or even covering your eyes, or not a mask at all. When you just come back from shopping and you don't have anywhere to wash your hands, use hand sanitizer to kill all the germs and bacteria that you just touched while shopping. Hello everybody, hopefully you found that information very helpful. This coronavirus is really getting people. Make sure you stay safe and stay at home to protect yourself and your family as well. Thank you and have a great day.
Knightcasted is next. This time the honorary knighthood goes to our school counselors in the National School Counselors Week. Roll tape.
We celebrate school counselors this week at the Kingdom. Our 4 counselors are experts in their field and deliver excellent customer service to our students.
I saw the need in students pass beyond the academic perspective, and I wanted to be able to assist them more in the social emotional aspect. And so I just wanted to get more involved in that, and throughout my schooling and my education, I was able to realize that there's a high need of that right now with our students.
I enjoy being a counselor because I get to work with kids. I get to maybe make a difference in their lives, and hopefully when I'm old, I am old, I can say I did something great. I was able to save a kid's life. I was able to get a kid to go to college. Or I made a kid smile today.
As professional counselors, they know that the job comes with great rewards and challenges.
I know our job is a difficult one. Sometimes we find ourselves in the middle of doing the administrative piece, and then having to also work with our kids, but we always want to keep our why in mind, which is serving our community, our kids, being there for our staff, and just doing the best that we can. So keep moving forward. I know it's been a difficult year, but we got this.
It's like we try to stay connected with kids. I make phone calls. I'll send an email to touch base. But there's nothing like being face to face with a kid and being able to say, you know what, I care. It's hard to do that on the phone. It's hard to convey that on an email. There is no such thing as a typical day. I'll come in, start my to-do list, and 20 minutes later, something happens. And so it changes everything.
Here at Hanks, we could not be prouder to call these 4 individuals our counselors. We're lucky to have them, and we wish to keep enjoying the great service they provide for our students, teachers, and everyone on campus.
I just want to thank our Hanks community, our administration, our students, our teachers for your support. It's not an easy position that we have, but to know that we're not alone in this, that we are a teamwork, it's really much appreciated. So thank you to every single one of you.
Happy Counselors Week, yay! I feel like a party of one, because we've kind of been isolated, but we really can't do this job without each other. And this is like the best team I've ever worked with. I've been doing this for like 18, 19 years. I've kind of lost track. But can't do it without them. And this is like one of the best counseling teams I have ever worked with. So thank you, Miguel, Mr. Carrera, Ms. Rodriguez, and Mr. Balandran.
Wishing the best of luck always at the Kingdom of Champions. This is Allison Nance, Nightcast.
And that ends our edition of Night Vision Home Edition, here at the Kingdom of Champions. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the address on your screen. Continue to watch your attendance and be online, on time, and on point. Thank you. Have a great weekend.